Hey everyone, Tankenstein here. In this video, I'll be explaining how tiers in War Thunder work, as well as go over the research penalties associated with them. I realize that my previous video on this subject is, for one, a tad bit outdated and possibly not explained well, or, worse yet, it might not be entirely accurate, and two, it's just got poor audio and editing, so I wanted to make this video to go over the topic 10 million times better. That said, let me know in the comments below if there are any other topics regarding War Thunder that you feel need an explanation. And before you toss anything and everything out there in the comments section, I have a huge playlist on explained topics with videos that I made, linked in both the description and pinned comments below. So see if what you want is already in that playlist. Either way, let's get into the video. So first and foremost, what are ranks or tiers? So I'll be using the term rank and tier very much interchangeably. Most people do, so if you ever hear people talking about tiers, typically they're talking about rank, but most tech trees have between rank 1 and rank 7. I'm sure rank 8 when it comes to air forces will be added soon enough. Maybe they'll divvy up new tanks into tier 8 just to keep up with air forces. Not that it really matters so much, and I'll go over that in just a moment. Now it's important to note that helicopters typically start off at rank 5, and currently there's only up to around rank 5, give or take, when it comes to fleets, so blue water or coastal. Now that's definitely going to go up once Bismarck, Iowa, and Yamato class ships are added to the game, but that's beside the point. Now, what are ranks? And I mentioned this before. So ranks are essentially just ways to organize the tech tree, and it organizes it based on research and research penalties, as I mentioned before. And these are kind of here for numerous reasons. So just to get one thing out of the way first and foremost, ranks do not affect matchmaking. So right here you have a rank 3 M4A3E2, it's a jumbo BR 5.3. You have the M36 GMC, which is also BR 5.3, but this is rank 4. Now some people might think, wow, I cannot put the M36 in the same lineup with my jumbo or my M4A276, but that's wrong. You can. It's not going to impact your matchmaking at all. Now where it does impact your matchmaking is if you pair this and this, because this has a higher BR. Now again, BR is what impacts matchmaking, not tiering, so just again bear that in mind. Tiering directly comes to play when you are researching. Let's just give this as an example. You can go up here to rank 1, and as you can see there, it says units purchased, 11 out of 14. That includes the premium vehicles that you can see here. In order to get to rank 2, rank 3, rank 4, 5, 6, 7, so forth, as as they include more ranks into the game, you have to research a certain amount of vehicles in each rank. And that's kind of where ranking comes into play. It's largely an organizational thing. Interestingly, let's say if you needed 5 tanks to get to rank 4, for example, and you only had 1, 2, 3 of them, right? That's it. So you could purchase the T14 and the M18 Black Cat, and those count as tanks to go to your rank 4. So if you have a tank requirement, a plane requirement, ship requirement, whatever the case may be, you can actually purchase premiums to help you move forward to the next rank. But bear in mind that that might not be all too sustainable. So if you're only going down this tree, for example, and you have 3 tanks in a row, and then you buy the other 2, and then you go down this tree, all you're going to have are 3 here, and like let's say if you need 5 or 6 to get to rank 5, now you have to buy more and more premiums just to keep up with it. So it's better to keep a balanced tech tree by going through the tiers fairly evenly, numerous tech trees, numerous portions of the tech tree at the same time. Now, as said before, there are research penalties, but there are also research bonuses when it comes to vehicles. So let's just go over to air, because my air tech tree is much more pretty than my ground tech tree, as I pretty much have every plane outside of these 2. Now, that being said, research bonuses, I'll just go over that first because it's much simpler to explain. So if you hover over, for example, your F4J, or let's say if you're trying to research the P51H5NA, or really any vehicle from any tech tree, if you look at it, midway down the stat card, you can see it says efficient progress from F8E. So this vehicle here, 110%. So that means for every 10 RP that I earn with this, it gives an extra 1. So 11 RP. So like, let's say if I earn 1000 RP with this, that means it's going to put 1100 RP towards the research of the F4J. And this is typical of vehicles that are just prior to it. Some vehicles actually have a 130% reward, so to speak. Like for example, if I'm not mistaken, the M1A1 Abrams had a 130% reward when researching my M1A1HC, which is one of the reasons why I was able to unlock it in time for the sale. Bear in mind, it's not just going to be a flat 110%, it can definitely change. Now, beyond that, research penalties. This is where things get a bit sticky, and also premium vehicles can help to negate these penalties. So first and foremost, and I'll put this research penalty, I guess you could say, chart here on the side, just so you can see what I'm talking about in real time. So if I were, for example, to want to research, I don't really have a ton down here, but let's just go to a tech tree where I might have a lot of holes in it. So the German tech tree, I grinded this from literally right when tanks became a thing. So let's just go down to my Leopard 2K. So this is a rank 6 vehicle. It says on the bottom, max vehicle research efficiency, rank 5 through rank 7. That means from rank 5 through rank 7, I could research any of these vehicles and not have a research penalty. So that means that basically that reward, so I've got premium account going, so that reward of 440% will count towards all of these vehicles. Now, let's say if I were to go down 2 ranks. So let's just say if I didn't have one of these vehicles, maybe the Tiger 2P or the Ostwind, right? Then I would have a 60% decrease in RP, 60 or 70%. So it kind of depends. I mean, if you're going from high to low, typically it's a bigger percentage decrease, but you're going to have a big decrease. Now, let's say if I wanted to research my Panzer 4J, for example, that will be a 70 to a 90%. In much the same way, let's just say if I felt that low-level matches were very easy and I was going around in my tier 3 Tiger H1 and I wanted to research my Leopard 2A4. So that's a rank 3 vehicle going up to a rank 6. Now that would be a, let me just see here, around a 70% decrease in RP. So it would not behoove you to do that. You're basically going to be playing 3 times the matches to get the same amount of RP as you would by using a rank 5, rank 6, or rank 7 vehicle to research this vehicle. So bear that in mind, and that goes throughout the tech tree. So let's say if you had a rank 3 vehicle and you wanted to use a rank 1 to research it, you're going to have a penalty. So it goes around, and the reason why there's no penalty from having one tier ranking difference basically is because it would make no sense to have a Panzer 4G, for example, and try to research a Panzer 4H and you have a 60% reduction in RP. That would make absolutely no sense, or even a 10%. That's just ridiculous. Now, where this exception occurs is, or where an exception occurs rather, is in premium vehicles. So as you can see here, I'm not going to use a low ranking premium vehicle because it just doesn't really accurately show it. So let's just go over to a rank 5 premium vehicle, or rank 6 rather, right? So we have the rank 6 TAM 2 IP here. Now at the very bottom of that stat card, you can see it says max vehicle research efficiency, rank 1 through rank 7. That means that if I use this vehicle, it does not matter what rank I have that I'm researching. So let's just say if I wanted to click on the Panzer 3J1 and I wanted to research that, and then I got into a match with my TAM 2 IP, then let's say if I got 4,000 RP from that match with my TAM 2 IP, premium account, boosters, whatever. That means that that 4,000 RP is going to go to the research of my Panzer 3J1. Premium accounts, or premium vehicles, I mean to say, do not have those limitations, but this is very much dependent on the rank that the premium vehicle is. So go to the Spa Panzer RU251, that can only research through rank 1 through 5. All premium vehicles can research up to a rank above it, which is one of the reasons why you see Gaijin, they don't give you a rank 7, for example, premium vehicle. As far as I know, there's no rank 7 premiums. There are some rank 7 event vehicles, if I'm not mistaken, but there are no rank 7 premiums because rank 6 premiums do the job all the same. So bear that in mind. So the F5C Skoshi Tiger will research from rank 1 through rank 7 with no problem. You will get just as big of a bonus researching your TBD1 as you will with an A7E or an F4J Phantom too. There are penalties and there are also bonuses, and more or less premium vehicles are the way to skirt around penalties, at least to a point, and again, it depends totally on rank. So next time you're looking at a premium vehicle and you might say to yourself, wow, let's just go to the American ground. So there's a lot of vehicles, the T20 versus the Super Hellcat. You could look at this and say, wow, I really like this. It's a really good vehicle, but if you want to get a rank 7 or rank 5 vehicle, the Super Hellcat's probably going to be the way to go. Whereas the T20 is a high BR for a rank 3, and it's pretty much just only going to be able to research through the T34. Much the same goes with pack vehicles. If you see yourself trying to buy a rank 4 vehicle, and this is where Israel really suffers, get the Spitfire LF Mark 9 Weizmanns, that is going to be a big problem because that can only research ranks 1 through 5. Basically, it can only research the same exact BRs or the same exact ranks that these vehicles can research, because all vehicles, regardless of if they're premium or not, can only research up to 1 rank above them, where again, premiums can research every rank below them, plus the 1 rank above them, as with every other vehicle can do 1 rank above them, whereas premium vehicle or regular vehicles, again, can only go 1 above, 1 below. Premium can go 1 above and everything below. So with the Israeli tech tree, you're getting a severe deficit. So the Spitfire Ezra's Weizmanns is a $40 plane, if I'm not mistaken, $30 or $40, and you can only research here. Whereas the German Dora 13, the FW Dora, the D13 pack, you can research all of these vehicles. All of them with perfectly good efficiency versus the Israeli vehicles where you can't. So you're spending a lot of money with a much less effective product. So bear that in mind whenever you're researching whenever you're looking to buy any premiums. That is a very big consideration, possibly the biggest consideration, because again, if you have a vehicle, good example again being the T20 versus a Super Hellcat, or really any of these vehicles, it's only a 0.3 BR difference, but you will be able to research so much less with the T20 as opposed to a Super Hellcat M2016 $99. You get the idea. So that being said, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I hope I was able to explain this thoroughly. As with every single one of my videos that I say in the beginning, that's going to be short. This one went a bit over what I kind of expected, but again, I hope it was extremely thorough and I hope you guys benefited from it. That said, again, thank you guys so much for watching. Give me some ideas for more explained videos in the future. I'd love to hear your ideas, and I'd love to see if I can actually make a video on your ideas. By the way, thanks again, guys, and I'll see you all on the other side. Take care, everyone.